Hey there, welcome to the 12 days of Copilot. And today is day 12, the final. We're bringing it on home with an application that many of you use, some of you may not. So this is really an invitation to explore not only the application, but how Copilot can better enable that application for you. I'm gonna show you a couple of the options it has, and we're gonna walk through one. But that application is Whiteboard. And so I love Whiteboard. I used to use it very extensively when I was an architect at the Microsoft Technology Center up in Pennsylvania. I use that and OneNote both. But I loved Whiteboard. It's just great for doing our, diagramming and note taking and all that kind of free form thought. You can be sharing it in a session over Teams with colleagues and working together, collaborating on ideas and all that kind of good stuff. So it's just a phenomenal application that you get with Microsoft 365. If you're not using it, shame on you. You should be. But let's take a look real quick. This is going to be a fairly quick one today. And I'm excited because it's quick, it's easy, but it's powerful and impactful. So let's go to switch our screens and take a look. I opened up Whiteboard and I opened up to click a new one, and you can see that it has provided me right here. The very first thing it did was open up the dialog box saying suggest content with Copilot. And then it gives an example, suggest ways to optimize my website for organic search without using social media. So that's, that could be a biggie, right? So how do people go ahead and do that? Well, you can also go through, just to let you know, you can click through, get other examples. You can freeform write your own. But for the sake of simplicity, we're going to use this example, and I'm going to show you some of your other alternate things you can do. So right here, you can see it is clickable. So I'm going to go ahead, select that, which means now it's dropped that question in. We'll hit there. It says creating a draft in progress. So it's actually going to generate some of those ideas, suggestions from Copilot, drop them in. Look at that. It has suggest ways to improve site speed, update content regularly, optimize meta, and it has some additional ones. I could say generate more. I could edit this. I'm going to just go ahead and select insert. Boom, it drops them in as little sticky notes, right into my piece here. And I can drop, and then you can say I can pick individual notes, can move those around, do whatever we want. I can edit these, add additional content, and I can drop in additional sticky notes, right? So I could add new notes from scratch. Let's add a green note, and then I could go ahead and add additional notes, but I'm just going to leave that there. And once you've done that, you can then go on, and some of the other options, obviously here we can ink. So if I was on my screen, my primary screen here, you can actually use pen to ink on here. They have reactions you can add. We have comments, we have text, we have shapes. So a wide range of additional options. There's videos, documents, links, loop components, templates, all kinds of goodies, and Copilot. So we'll click there. Suggest ideas and content. That's one. Visualize ideas and content as images. Maybe we want to select that. And so then I can come in here and it invokes Visualize with Designer. Microsoft Designer is AI driven. It is our kind of Copilot for making imagery. So we could go ahead and I could say, I want to see a male physician. Usually I say female, but we'll say a male physician. A physician wearing a lab coat and a stethoscope. See if I can spell that right. Around, yeah, of course I spelled it wrong. So let's come on back here. A stethoscope. And it's still wrong. Around his neck. Is that another E? I have no idea. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, click Generate Image. Whoops, I lost it. I'll just say a doctor with a clipboard. Keep it simple. There we go. And we're going to go ahead. We're getting a lot of visitors. There's a warning. A lot of people are hitting this. So new features out publicly. But you can see here it's going ahead and generating that. So now it's going to drop in an image and or a couple of options. There we go. And so I can go ahead. These are not real people. These images have never existed. And then it's, oh, look at that. And it's even giving some options around that. We'll go ahead and say insert. Now I've got that piece. And we can continue to freeform. We have other things that we can do besides visualize. We already did suggest, categorize, notes in a view, summarize, note content. Maybe we want to do that. So now it's looking at notes, and it's going to try to, do some summarize the content that we have in our notes here, all kinds of stuff that we can do, leveraging the power of AI to help us. And so there we go. And it's even made it as a loop component. So guess what? We can drop that into Loop, Word, and other places. Go ahead and say keep it. And now we've got all this in one spot. But Copilot within Whiteboard, great use case. If you are doing things, working with teams, brainstorming, coming up with ideas, flow, etc., great way to do things and leverage the power of AI to help you along your way. So with that, that's the 12th day of Copilot. I hope you have enjoyed this series. We're going to continue to do how-to videos around Copilot as we get Copilot in SharePoint and other things rolling out. But until then, Mike Chinati, bidding you have a great day. Take care, and as always, ciao.